Kelly Betz, title match that just happened. Check it out, it looks this good. It looks crispy as fuck. I have to point out that I am in fact judging a battle with an old friend of mine who I watched his debut as a college freshman versus a guy, Lou, who I'm cool with, who I think is very talented, but I don't know personally. So obviously, keep in mind my bias, just my opinion, blah, 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 the usual. That being said, I'm gonna talk shit on Lou Cipher. No, they both did amazingly. I'm really happy that this battle represents the league. I think it's a great representation of the league. It's very modern, it's funny, it's hard hitting. More than 200 people have got the pay-per-view and I'm very happy about that. It's gonna hopefully keep going up in numbers. Let's get right into it. Lou Cipher just starts off this first round with video game bars. I didn't know what it had to do with anything. And then he reveals that it was recycled. Like, I don't, that doesn't like earn points. You know, he said like, you gotta bring more to combat. That sounds unnatural to me. And Lou Cipher's biggest appeal is sounding natural. It isn't playing to his character as well as I'd like to see. XQZ's first round, right out of the gate with some self-awareness. He's like, I'm going full-on white guy, whatever. Kind of teasing himself. And then some really good imagery with like, you know, your Cruise the Wasted team, how appropriate. A couple lines turn your circle to a spiral. Ugh. If you know me, you know I love that abstract imagery. That right hand's a dream catcher. See, I even reach better. I think the main difference, the main reason XQZ gets the first round is that Lou is doing that thing where his energy intentionally deflates. He's just putting off that aura of not caring. And that works really well for him. But with XQZ on the other side of that, building intensity and all seeming to culminate and kind of these waves hitting. XQZ has multiple punchlines per rhyme scheme. The nerd in me is like, wow, extra points, you know. XQZ is doing a great job at blaming Lou Cipher for schemes themselves. He's blaming them. Have you heard of these things called bars? You know, he's blaming them for stuff that Lou does and saying it's all your fault. Always a great tactic. Take notes, kids. I just watched the second round again to talk about it, and I actually had Lou taking the second round this second watching, so what if I change my decision halfway through? Look, guys, Lou's a better rapper. Lou just has better cadence. He's more in rhythm, and he sounds more comfortable with the words he's delivering. He sounds more practiced and comfortable. He's just really, really likable. You are on his side, and he's not being a tryhard. But yeah, he just has some schemes in there that flow so well, that are so comfortable. I wish he would have been doing more of that in the first. He says like, I'm as good as they come. You're about as soft as the lips on the woman I love. You know, just this like, it's not forced at all. He's just talking. He's just talking. Oh, and it happens to be multi-syllable rhymes and super in cadence. Lou also had some stuff I didn't like. Starts the round with some name flips. You've battled Crafty and you weren't crafty. It's like, yeah, that's what his name's double meaning is. Like, that's, you didn't make that up, you know? I think Lou's biggest problem is construction here, not being direct enough and not constructing it where he's opening strong and closing strong. I still had Lou taking this just from the superior rapping and actually making fun of him a good deal. The whole like, if I would have gone to Don't Flop, you know, like, oh man, we don't flop. It just worked and it kind of put the battle in context for me. XQZ, also a weak opener for his round. He's kind of almost whispering, and I understand it's some sort of impersonation, but one thing that XQZ has always lacked is that traditional hip hop or MC, hey yo, keep it down, you know, like talking to him. You know, XQZ is built for no-coast, which is to say a room full of nerdy guys that are there to listen and that are gonna listen in and start with the benefit of the doubt. But still a great round for both of them. I don't mean to take anything away. I'm just intentionally nitpicking here. Oh my god, both of them with the most clever shit in the battle yet. Lou Cipher rhyming Al Pacino and Dan DeVito, and like, oh my god, like I can see like 21-year-old me just jumping up and down in excitement, but instead I'm 30, so I'm like, clever. And then XQZ had something about like, without the Ritalin or a fidget spinner, the hands are going. X is really good at making a battle rewatchable because you're gonna get more of it the more times you watch it. It's just kind of impossible to pick apart all the little nuances. Great round, so it's 1-1 right now on my second watching. Oh man, okay, so the third, super close. I think until the very end, because Lou once again starts the round with something I wouldn't advise, you know, doing pro wrestling bars. And it's like, all right, well, why are we talking about that? The way we're talking about the situation is not direct enough. I think the reason XQZ takes this round is that he paints a broader picture. Lou doing amazing once again, just barely not taking this one. His finisher is very strong, and he just is putting more context into the battle as to why he should be there, doing what I've wanted him to do the whole battle, which is getting on his side, seeing things the way he does, and telling me why it should be him and not X. Lou also doing a really clever thing, which is like truthfully insulting him. Like saying like, I don't want to diss 3D, y'all are my favorite nerds. You know, it's like, all right, well, he's not like going too far. He's not going outside of his character and saying like, I hate you because you're nerds. He's being real, and that's what makes it funny. You know, not pushing it too far. I love that line. He has an incredible line. I can't believe it hasn't been used yet, but he says like, you know, those other challengers weren't on Excalibur. And I was like, and he made it make more sense than that too. It was like, damn, XQZ, you know, starts good. The first half of his round is good, and then to be completely honest with you, I just get fucking emotional because I've obviously been with No Coast the whole time, and he says like, you know, I was in this shit, you know, like back when half the old heads weren't fucking with it. From 10 fans in the park to 7,000 subscriptions. You know, it's like, I feel that like, the second time watching it now, jerking at my heart, you know, like I'm like, damn. So here we have Lou giving context to the battle and painting a picture, and X just driving it all the way, just commenting on the whole fucking thing, you know, and just going even further with that storyline and that plot line and his role in it. Yeah, shit, overall, really good battle. I can definitely see why XQZ took this. I actually have it 2-1 upon this second watching with Lou taking the second round. I'm very happy this represents our league. I really hope this is one of the first things people see when they watch us. It's a great representation. Really couldn't be happier with it. Yeah. Incredible stuff. Great work to both of them. Check out that pay-per-view. It's cheap. It's really cheap. I think you can get just this battle for like $3 or $4. A lot of people have been checking it out. Everybody's happy with it. We're really figuring this Vimeo shit out. Yeah, guys, stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Subscribe to the No Coast channel. Obviously, Kelly Betz out here.
There is no God, and he's always with you. Misuse songs, that's not the issue. It's too quick, sharp as skin to rip through chest like soggy tissue. Now you're dead. Laugh, it's awesome. Nap till autumn, then magic blossom. A rapper's got it, gone to God.